Hello everyone, this is Samyak Sen. Today I will tell about the phenolic compound and ethylene. Ethylene is a plant hormone. So start with the phenolic compound. So phenolic compound are secondary metabolites which are produced in the succinic acid of plant and pentose phosphate through phenyl propanide metabolization. They contain benzene ring with one or more hydroxyl substituent and range from simple phenolic molecule to highly polymerized compound. In the synthesis of phenolic compound, the first procedure is the commitment of glucose to pentose phosphate pathway and transforming glucose 6-phosphate irreversibly to ribulose 5-phosphate. The first committed procedure in the conversion to ribulose 5-phosphate is put into effect by glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase, that is G6PDH. On the one hand, the conversion to ribulose 5-phosphate produces reducing equivalence of nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate, that is NADPH, for cellular anaerobic reaction. On the other hand, phosphate also produce erythrose 4-phosphate along with phosphoenol pyruvate from glycolysis. This is then used through phenol propanide pathway to generate phenolic compound after being channeled to the succinic acid pathway to produce phenylenamine. Phenolics are the secondary metabolites found in plant and their distribution is shown throughout the entire metabolic process. These phenolic substances or polyphenols contain numerous varieties of compounds like simple flavonoids, phenolic acid, complex flavonoid, and colored anthocyanins. These phenolic compounds are usually related to defense response in the plant. However, phenolic metabolites play an important part in other processes like incorporating attractive substance to accelerate pollination, coloring for camouflage and defense against herbivorous, as well as antibacterial and antifungal activity. There are several significance of phenolic compound like that act as a good trait statics in fruit color, taste interaction with phytohormone, act as an antioxidant, act as a signal gene expression, act as a resistant defense. There are two ways for phenolic compound consumption. Firstly, dietary supplement, then other is food consumption. Phenolic compound in diet inhibition infection by active site competition of membrane and receptor protein. They inhibit the replication of SARS-CoV by different mechanism. They prevent cytokine storm. After the basic introduction of phenolic compound, we will study the ethylene. So, ethylene is a hydrocarbon which has the formula C2H4. It is a colorless gas with a faint, sweet and musky odor than pure. It is the simplest alkene produced by almost all the organs, but maximum production occurs in the ripening fruits and senescent leaf. Ethylene is an important natural plant hormone and is used in agriculture to force the ripening of fruit. Ethylene is a hydrate is ethanol. Ethylene is a gas that forms throughout the breakdown of methionine. Methionine is the precursor of ethylene, which is in all cells. Ethylene is a gaseous hormone that promotes fruit ripening and other development process. Methionine, the other sulfur-containing amino acid found in protein, is synthesized in a plasmid from cysteine. Certain mature fruit undergo a respiratory burst in a response to ethylene, and ethylene level increase in this fruit at the time of ripening. Ethylene was discovered as a plant hormone by Crocker in 1935. In the biosynthesis of ethylene, the pathway for ethylene biosynthesis, also known as Young cycle, given by Spang Fa Young in 1980. The pathway for biosynthesis of ethylene from methionine is as the sulfur-containing amino acid methionine is activated with ATP and is converted to S-adenosyl methionine to pyrophosphate is liberated. This reaction is catalyzed by the enzyme that is SAM synthase. In S-adenosyl methionine, the sulfur atom of methionine is linked to the carbon 5 of the ribose moiety in adenosine. In many cases, solonomethionine has been found to be a better substrate for ethylene biosynthesis than methionine. The enzyme SAM synthase has a higher affinity for methionine. The next step in the biosynthesis of ethylene is the conversion of SAM to 1-aminocyclopropane carboxylic acid, that is ACC, which is catalyzed by the enzyme ACC synthase. This step is believed to be rate limiting step in ethylene production, and any factor influence the activity of ACC synthase influence ethylene production. The final step in the biosynthesis of ethylene is oxidative cleavage of 1-aminocyclopropane carboxylic acid, that is ACC, to form ethylene, CO2 and SCN by the enzyme ECC oxidase, formerly known as ethynyl forming enzyme, that is EFE. SCN is ultimately converted to formic acid and ammonia. This reaction requires oxygen is activated by light. In the biosynthesis of ethylene, there are several inhibitor like ACC synthase that inhibit AOA and ABG, ACC oxidase that inhibit ethylene synthesis, and ACC synthase that promote ethylene synthesis, ACC oxidase that promote ethylene fruit ripening. So, after the biosynthesis of ethylene, we will focus in ethylene signaling pathway. In the pathway, receptor is ETR1, that is ethylene response 1. In ethylene pathway, ligand is ethylene. They use signal transduction pathway are derived from the bacterial two-component regulatory system. The ethylene receptor is a copper ion based receptor which used to proper function in presence of copper. RAN1 is a transporter of copper ion. The receptor of ethylene is located in lumen of endoplasmic reticulum. There are different regulators of this pathway like ETR1, ERF1, CTR1, EIN2, EIN3. The receptor of ethylene signaling are negative regulator because binding of ethylene inactivate the receptor. Ethylene receptor are included by a multi-gene family that is also evolutionarily related to bacterial two-component histidine kinase. In ethylene, response to ethylene arabidopsis are mediated by family of 5 receptors which are ETR1 that is ethylene response 1, ETR2 that is ethylene response 2, EIN4 that is ethylene insensitive 4, ERS1 that is ethylene responsive sensor 1, ERS2 ethylene response sensor 2. Hybrid two-component signaling system firstly identify in prokaryotes animal. The cytokinin and ethylene signal transduction pathway are derived from the bacterial two-component regulatory system. Ethylene receptor are encoded by a multi-gene family that is evolutionarily related to the bacterial two-component histidine kinase. In contrast to cytokinin signaling, the ethylene signaling pathway thus does not involve in a phosphorylation of relay system. Ethylene receptors are localized to ER membrane and interact with two downstream signaling protein that is CTR1 and EIN2. CTR1 means constitutive triple response 1 and EIN2 means ethylene instantive 2. Receptor work as a dimer homodimer held together by a disulfide bond. CTR1 is a negative regulator, is a soluble serine thiorein kinase that is always physically associated with ethylene receptor. EIN2 is a ER transmembrane protein with a cytosolic C-terminal domain that is target for CTR1 kinase activity. EIN2 is a positive regulator is required to stabilize transcription factor of the EIN3. Ethylene receptor function as a negative regulator that actively repress the hormone response in the absence of the hormone. In the absence of ethylene, the ethylene receptor activate the CTR1 kinase which then directly phosphorylate and thereby inactivate EIN2. Active CTR1 is also is a negative regulator of the ethylene response pathway. In the presence of ethylene, when ethylene bind to the N-terminal transmembrane domain of the ethylene receptor, the receptor are inactivate and CTR1 is switched off. This leads to the dephosphorylation of EIN2 as a unidentified phosphatase and the subsequent proteolytic cleavage of its cytosolic C-terminus by an unidentified protease. Interaction of CTR1 with EIN2 and similar protein also regulate the stability of receptor to ensure that ethylene response mechanism can rapidly reset. The released EIN2 C-terminal domain then migrate into the nucleus where it activate EIN3 either directly or indirectly. The activate EIN3 family of transcription factor regulate the transcription of most genes that are rapidly induced by ethylene, including the transcription factor ERF1 that is ethylene response factor 1. The activation of EIN3 and ERF serve as to alter the expression of large number of genes to bring about the numerous change in the function of plant cell in response to ethylene. So after the ethylene signaling, we will focus in a role of ethylene. That is the most important part of our presentation. In this we discuss how fruit ripening occur. So ethylene has several roles like shoot and growth differentiation, in dormancy, in adventitious root formation, it stimulates leaf and protein abscission, they induce flower, they stimulate flower opening, they role in induction of femaleness in dioecious flower, they flower and leaf incidence, they act as a fruit ripening. So fruit ripening, acceleration of fruit ripening was the first discovered effect of ethylene, and due to this character it is also called ripening hormone. The stimulation of fruit ripening by ethylene is a consequence of many ongoing processes such as breakdown of chlorophyll, fruit softening due to breakdown of cell wall by cellulose, conversion of starch to sugar. Fruit ripening can be climatic or non-climatic and both type reaction differently with exogenous application of ethylene, but this process is well marked in fruits like apple, apricot, banana. They generate large amount of ethylene and show a marked increase in a respiration as ripening proceed. This increase in a respiration is called climatic, and fruit that show this are known as climatic food. So the increase in ripening of ethylene initiate just alter an enormous increase in ethylene production. But in non-climatic fruits, there are lower concentration of ethylene. Ethylene treatment does not cause respiration and additional ethylene production. The rate of ripening process remains unaffected. In the process of ripening, there are several changes like color, texture, carbohydrate, acid, phenolic compound, flavor and aroma, and toxicity. Ethylene has one more important function, that is triple response in etiolation. From a genetic standpoint, exposure of dark brown germinating seedlings of plant to ethylene cause triple response, that is short reduce hypocotyle, increase in width, thickness of stem, tightening of apical hook or horizontal growth of epicotyle with respect to gravity, or exaggeration of the curvature of the apical hook. Ethylene can also do more like germination, sensitivity, nodulation, stress tolerance, pathogen defense. So that is all about of ethylene and phenolic compound. Thank you.